Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, apologies for the average quality. Sadly, this is the best I can do. Hopefully it's not too much of an issue. If there's any lag, apologies, it can't really be helped. Anyway, today is yet another Eurovision related video. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about next year's contest, Eurovision 2020. Now, this video is essentially going to be in two parts. The first part is me talking about the cities that have put forward a bid to stage the contest, as well as some other bits and pieces of information that we know about. And the second part of this video is me taking a look at the comments on a previous video of mine that I uploaded at the end of May, Eurovision 2020, a very early rambling preview, because a lot of people left comments on that video regarding which cities should stage the competition, who the hosts should be, lots of different things. So I'm going to take a look at the comments again, read some of them out, and feel free, of course, on this video to leave a comment letting me know your thoughts. If you are Dutch, you will know about the whole bidding process a lot better than me, so let me know what's happening in your country. Are there any rumours that perhaps we should know about? Anyway, this information I have in front of me, just to make sure I don't forget anything. Eurovision 2020 will of course be the 65th edition of the contest. It will be staged in the Netherlands for a fifth time and first time since 1980. It will also be the first Eurovision event organised in the Netherlands since Junior Eurovision in 2012. We don't know the specific dates for the contest, but of course it will be in May, and we have no idea about the hosts or anything like that. We don't even know the host city, of course. 24 countries have confirmed their participation, including Ukraine, who will return after a year away. We also have countries like Australia and Norway and Portugal and Russia and Sweden and Switzerland. They have all confirmed their participation in next year's competition. Switzerland have announced within the past 24 hours that they will have another internal selection. Also, the UK has confirmed participation, France, Germany, the Netherlands, of course, and Spain. Andorra won't be back. Bosnia won't be back. It's not looking good for Bulgaria, whose broadcaster is bankrupt. Croatia might not compete. Iceland, who knows about Iceland? Luxembourg could return, though. There is a petition going on at the moment. Anne-Marie David, a former winner, has also said that Luxembourg should probably return. So it will be interesting to see what happens there. I'd be very happy if they chose to come back to the contest. The last time they were in it was the year I was born, 1993. Montenegro, possibly. Slovakia won't be competing. And Kazakhstan won't be competing by the looks of it, and Kosovo won't be competing or debuting at the same time either. So, after that ramble, it's time to take a look at the cities that are bidding to stage the contest. Now, I want to make it very clear that my knowledge of these cities isn't super brilliant. Hopefully, nothing I say in this video will be wildly inaccurate. If it is, I apologise, feel free to correct me. I made a blog post yesterday, and I'm essentially going to read the blog post out, rather than just do a completely terrible ramble as I usually do. There will be links in the description to my social media pages, including my blog if you want to check it out. So, the 2020 Eurovision Song Contest will take place in the Netherlands, blah, blah, blah. Some locations, such as Zwolle, withdrew before even any serious intention to bid. The Hague or Den Haag put forwards the Cars Jeans Stadion, home to their football team, and also Malieveld, a large grassy field. However, the former would have needed a roof constructed over the pitch, meaning more expense, while the second option appeared unrealistic. As such, The Hague withdrew from bidding in late June. The northern city of Leeuwarden, apologies for my pronunciation, suggested the WTC Expo, a complex of exhibition halls, only to then realise the ceiling height was too low. They were out of the running early on. Breda had the Bray Park, but again withdrew early, this time because of the high cost. The early favourite was naturally Amsterdam, and of course if you saw my reaction videos in May, you will have seen me go on and on about Amsterdam 2020. Here's the guidebook that I had with me when Duncan won, and I thought Amsterdam was going to stage it, but no. The capital has only staged Eurovision once, back in 1970, and next year marks 50 years since that show. However, Eurovision 2020 will not be back there. Ajax's football stadium, the Amsterdam Arena or Johan Cruyff Arena, was in contention with a more than adequate capacity of 60,000, though this would have been reduced for the 3 shows next May. Issues here regarded sound quality, availability and visibility of the stage. Amsterdam's second choice was the arguably better Ziggo Dome, right next door to the football stadium. This venue has played host to many international musicians and looked all set to stage next year's contest. A capacity of 17,000 was also very suitable. The third choice was the venue of the 1970 contest, the RAI Amsterdam, a set of exhibition and conference halls. However, many deemed this to be an unlikely candidate and too dated. After it was revealed that Amsterdam would not necessarily push hard to stage the contest, other cities overtook it as a likely host location, and Amsterdam said no thanks on the 4th of July. It turns out that all 3 venues there are not available next May. I'm not sure why, but they aren't available. So Amsterdam sadly is out of the running, but 5 cities remain. They are Arnhem, 's-Hertogenbosch or Den Bosch, Maastricht, Rotterdam and Utrecht. So I'm going to go through each one alphabetically. Again, if any information is inaccurate, I apologise. So, Arnhem is located in the east of the country and has a population of around 170,000. It is home to an applied sciences university and a large zoo, and is known for a major battle of World War II. The city has a trolleybus system. The venue in question is the city's main football stadium, the Gelredome. It is a relatively modern build, constructed in 1998. Euro 2000 football matches were staged there, and a retractable roof is already in place. It is a striking building from the outside, but the city's location and perhaps lack of tourist appeal and availability of hotel rooms may mean Arnhem is not chosen. When submitting their bid book to Dutch TV, which occurred just yesterday I believe, they said they hope an Arnhem show will be different. It is a very striking venue and there's more than enough room for journalists and all of that business, but is it realistically going to get it? I don't know. I've seen quite a few people say they'd be very happy if Arnhem won the bid, but we shall see. Hopefully my pronunciation is not too rubbish here. Den Bosch is very confident of staging a great set of shows next May. Located towards the south, the city is home to roughly 155,000 people. The international vocal competition, which I didn't even know existed, has been staged there since 1954, and there are apparently over 250 restaurants and bars. A carnival also takes place once a year, and there is a beautiful cathedral, and it is a city with a rich history that is visible in the ramparts and the town hall. The nearest airport, I believe, is in Eindhoven. The Brabanthallen is a conference centre that hosts many events every year. It opened in 2004 and was renovated in 2017. It is a little on the small side with a capacity of 11,000, though that is more than Tel Aviv this year. Quite a bit of work would have to be done, and I don't think many people genuinely believe Den Bosch will be chosen. But of course, I could be wrong. Let me know your thoughts. Next is Maastricht. Maastricht is a serious contender to stage next year's contest, and it's rumoured the city is the EBU's preferred choice. Again, the city's team is confident of winning the right to host. The city, which has a population of roughly 123,000, is in the southeast of the country, close to the border with Belgium, and not far from Belgian and German cities. It is home to an historic square and multiple city fortifications, as well as various art museums. The city also plays host to various events throughout the year. There is an airport not too far away. There's also a good bus and train system in place. Maastricht, however, is perhaps best known for its treaty and being the birthplace of the euro. It would be very interesting if the UK withdrew from the European Union and then had to perform in the birthplace of essentially the European Union next year. It would be a bit of a slap in the face. I'd just be laughing for days. The MECC Maastricht is a large convention centre with a capacity of roughly 20,000. However, it doesn't look that spectacular at all from the outside or inside, to be honest, and while there is enough room, the ceiling height looks a little low, and the city is quite far away from most of the other tourist Dutch cities. However, this may not be too much of an issue for those making the host city decision, and many fans would absolutely be happy with this choice. And I've actually seen more people say they want Maastricht over Rotterdam. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, let's talk about Rotterdam, which is the hot favourite, the second biggest Dutch city with a population of approximately 640,000. It is known for its vibrant culture, the Erasmus University being home to the largest port in Europe, and its architecture, which is quite different from most Dutch cities. There is an airport, a good train and metro network, and a tram system in place too. The Ahoy is the venue in contention. It has staged the 2007 Junior Eurovision Song Contest, 2 MTV European Music Awards, plus judo, darts, tennis and gymnastic events in the past. It opened in 1971 and has been renovated many times. The capacity is close to 17,000. Unless the European Broadcasting Union and Dutch television wish to really show off a more unknown location, Rotterdam could have the hosting rights all sewn up. I mean, it looks good, it's big enough, it's in a good city. What else is there to say? Finally, Utrecht. The final city here. Almost 350,000 people live in Utrecht, which is pretty much in the middle of the Netherlands. The largest Dutch university and church tower are here, as well as canals and art galleries. The city has a strong artistic scene. The nearest airport, I believe, is in Amsterdam. Jaarbeurs is a convention centre where several music events have taken place over the years. 2 Dutch national finals have been staged there in the past, and the capacity is 11,000. Like with Den Bosch though, Utrecht is seen as an outside candidate and not quite as appealing perhaps as, say, Rotterdam. The host city will be revealed next month after the Dutch broadcasters and the EBU have reviewed all the bids. There's not much else to say here. They're taking it quite seriously, this whole bidding process, and it will be interesting to see which city comes out on top. My personal preference is Rotterdam, but I'm really not too fussed. Let me know your thoughts. Now, as I said, I'm going to take a look at the comments of one of my previous videos. Hopefully the quality isn't too bad. I really hope it's not too bad for you. Anyway, let's take a look. Tom B, best city options. 1 Rotterdam, 2 Arnhem, 3 Maastricht. Maastricht, the MECC is the best option. For presenters, Edcilia Rombley, Chantel Janssen, her name cropped up a lot. So I assume that she's very famous in the Netherlands and is perhaps the front runner. Here she is, 40 years of age. Yeah, she appears to be... Was it her name that cropped up quite often? I think it was. Maybe I'm getting confused. Anyway, Rick van der Westerlaken and not Emma Wortelboer. More on her in a minute. This person here says the city will be Rotterdam. Hosts, I hope, for Duncan and Ilse de Lange. Other names like André Rieu, who is well known in Britain, I must say. Umberto Tan, Michael Houseman, Doetsen Kroos, Caro Emerald, who is also fairly well known here, Sylvia Gooks, Carice van Houten, which makes me think of Milhouse van Houten from The Simpsons. The Hague or Rotterdam isn't very likely because The Invictus Games are held in The Hague and partly Rotterdam next May as well. That's interesting. I haven't really heard anything about that. This person here, Rotterdam is a modern city. It has a nice food hall. I am from Den Bosch. However, I doubt it due to the lack of hotel capacity. For hosts, Michel Hausman, sorry if I said Michael, Tim Daujma. I wouldn't prefer Cornel Maas or Jan Smit to host. Especially Jan comes off very arrogant in my opinion. Ooh, interesting. Love the fact you mentioned Tim Daujma because he is the first person I mentioned to my sister. Ahoy Rotterdam is a great venue. Personally, I would prefer the Ziggo Dome. Well, unfortunately, Amsterdam is out of the running. Female hosts, Dion Stacks, for example. Male hosts, Rick van der Westerlaken, Jan Kooijman. My word, this pronunciation is not too good. Rick van der West. He doesn't have an English Wikipedia page, so apologies. Linda de Mol, maybe. Please not Paul de Leeuw. He is crazy and cannot be taken seriously. What else have we got here? Chantal Janssen, Kim Lian, who hosted Junior Eurovision, I believe. Nikki Tutorials. That would be a very popular choice because she's very successful on YouTube. Rick Paul. Don't know his last name anymore, but all Dutchies know who I mean. So if you know who this guy means, let me know. What else have we got here? I think it will be Rotterdam. Eva Jinek, Edcilia Rombley. I'm afraid they're going to go with Jan Smit. Not too many people seem to like Jan Smit. What else have we got here? I hope it's the Ahoy. It's a very multicultural city. Beautiful arena. I think Maastricht will host. Okay, so there we go. A couple of names in contention. Emma Wortelboer. I have to say, I quite like her. I've seen... I can't speak Dutch, so I'm not really sure why I'm doing it. But I've seen many other videos with her. And she just seems like quite a fun person. And very passionate about Eurovision. Plus, she's young, and I'm sure she would do a good job in the green room. But I'm not making the decisions. Dutch TV are. Let me know your thoughts. I know I keep saying it, but let me know. That's it. Eurovision 2020 is less than a year away, and next month we will find out the host city of that contest. Will it be Amsterdam? No. Will it be Rotterdam? Possibly. Will it be Utrecht? Who knows? We will soon find out. Feel free to let me know about other potential hosts. The colour scheme of the contest. Will it be orange? The slogan for the contest. I know that there are slogans already, but I believe that's just for the bidding process and they are not official if whichever city it is actually goes on to host the competition. I suggested Bloom on a Wee Wee Blogs video very recently because it fits in with the whole tulips thing and also the blooming of musical talent, if you see what I mean. So yeah, just let me know anything at all to do with next year's competition. Let me know. If you're Dutch, like I said, you'll have a better idea of which city is best. Leave a comment, leave a like. The support means a great deal. Apologies for the quality. It's the best I can do. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Sad face. And bye for now.